how you were doing after your talk.
Good. Yeah. Tell her I'm good.
She's around if you want to talk more.
Maybe. Yeah.
They're dug in here. The Venatori must be after something nearby. Let's get it first.
Fight on or die!
Take your shot.
Made it through.
Kill the ungodly.
We've got company.
Take out those crystals and we cut off the power they're channeling.
For gold and glory.
Death is our punishment! Your strength is mine!
Go now.
There. The Venatori can't lock us out anymore.
Got through that. Got it.
Did the Venatori build that?
More likely they co-opted it to seal off this place.
Watch yourself. Trouble coming.
Titan or die!
R.I.D.
Live and fight!
Nice takedown.
That's another barrier down.
Eyes open. End it now.
There. That's what the Why were the Venatori after this statuette? Just being near it makes me feel regret. Another of those Fen'Harel altars.
Have you created what we need?
With this, the proper ritual will sunder every Titan from its spirit. But you must know those severed dreams will certainly be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger. It is awful what we're doing.
And the only way to end this war.
Solus made the weapon that killed the Titans. No, not killed. He cut away their dreams and left them broken and mindless. Dwarves don't even know where they come from because of him.
He spent so much time talking about how sad he was for what he'd done to the elves. They lost their immortality because of him. They lost their empire because of him. My people can't dream. Nobody but Harding even knows what it's like. He took that from us. From me.
I'm sorry. You didn't do it.
Our leaders attacked the Titans for their lyrium. Then, when the war turned against the elves, our leaders did this.
And when the war was over, they enslaved your ancestors. No. Solus, Mythal, and Elgernon are the ones who need to apologize.
To do such a thing. No wonder regret eats away at Solus.
No, it's worse than that. That isn't what Solus regrets. Those severed dreams will be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger.
Mierda.
You can't. That's not possible.
When a warden hears the calling, it's like a song in their mind. Sound familiar to you, Lace?
The Song of Lyrium. Of the Titans.
We think of the Blight as this monstrous force with no mercy, no compassion. Evil incarnate. Instead, it's a caged animal. Mistreated and imprisoned for centuries. Until all it knows is fear.
If the Blight is the Titan's dreams, can we, I don't know, heal it? Bring it back from all that anger?
I'm afraid I have no idea.
You can't set it free before it's healed. You'd have blighted Titans laying waste to the entire world.
The Titans are a problem for later. We have Elgernon and Gillenane to deal with now.
And then I want Solus to look me in the eye and answer for what he did.
Each of these memories has been a deeper regret, and almost all of them involve Mythal.
Only one mural left to uncover by my count.
I knew that you would find me soon enough. You need the power of a god, the strength that I alone still carry.
The blighted Evanuris will soon break free from their prison. I must make a stronger one that can contain them.
While the prison is important, it is not the only goal you seek.
Why should I not tear down the veil and bring back immortality to all the Elven people? They deserve it.
The Elven people of today do not deserve to see the world they love be torn apart to salve your conscience.
I must fix what I have broken. I am sorry.
As am I, old friend.
Solus killed Mythal? After all that?
No. He wore that same outfit in the Inquisition. We knew Solus woke up in this world without most of his power. Now we know how he got it back.
By killing the only other god around and stealing her power.
All that epic magic and godly power.
So we've got all the Dreadwolf's deep dark secrets. Anything we can use?
He's being honest about fighting the Blight. Whatever happens, he won't risk letting it back out into the world.
Agreed. But he has a plan to escape that prison, and not one we'll like.
He turned on Mythal, the one person he was actually loyal to. There's no way he won't turn on us.
He's a spirit, or was once.
He created the Veil.
Mythal has him all messed up. Anything about her or Elgernon is gonna make him angry. Sloppy.
Solus thinks he knows what's best for everyone.
That gives us something to start from. Elgernon and Gillenane are the two big problems right now. But when Solus makes his move, we'll be ready.
You have witnessed the Protector's tale, Dweller. Almost to its end.
Almost? How can there be more?
When the mighty fall, their echoes cross the ages. An audience is warranted.
Hey, Harding?
Oh, Rook, hi. Is there something you need?
You're upset.
But I'm not.
You've been sitting in here by yourself. It's Solas's memory, isn't it?
Was the war really the elves' fault? I just don't know if I'm angry, or sad, or just overwhelmed. What about you?
I'm angry. Solas did this.
He was ashamed.
Are you defending him?
No, but at least he admits he made a terrible mistake. Do you think Algernon could?
Elgranon is a blighted egomaniac.
A good point. It's strange. I don't hate Solas for this, even though a part of me thinks I should. I don't even want revenge. I just want to talk. As equals. I wonder if he's even capable. In the Titan's heart, the Shade wasn't just angry. Solas didn't just separate us from the Fade. He separated us from each other. I wish I could make him understand what that feels like. Anyway, thanks for checking on me. I'll be all right.
I know. You're Lace Harding, child of Titans.
Well met, Rook.
How did you get here?
I did tell you I had my ways through Illuvians when I introduced you to the Inquisitor, did I not?
The Illuvians in general, yes.
I would think you have more pressing questions at the moment.
Mythal?
The two gods have always been linked, have they not? First, when Mythal bade her companion spirit to abandon the Fade and take on mortal form. Then, when Solas spilled Mythal's mortal blood, that he might absorb her power as his own.
Wait, how do you know exactly what we saw of Solas's past?
Think upon it, Rook. You saw for yourself in the Dread Wolf's memories. When Mythal stood against the gods' manipulations of the Blight, she was betrayed and struck down. Yet she survived and returned ages later to aid the Inquisition in its hour of need. How?
The elven gods had access to magic beyond anything we can imagine?
To be sure, but it matters less what they possessed than what they were. Mythal was a spirit turned elven. And when her body was struck down, to spirit, she returned. Over the centuries, she journeyed from host to host, slowly amassing her former power anew. Until once again, she was struck down, on this occasion, by Solas. He absorbed her power, but not her memories.
Then where did they... Wait. You?
As you say.
So you're the next host of Mythal?
Believe it or not, as you choose.
What? That was like how Elgranon and Gillinan can talk in your head, but...
'Twas Mythal you heard, her echoes. Yet I am not the goddess returned.
What are you then?
I once feared Mythal would consume me were I to carry her, but 'twas not so. I remain free-willed and mortal. What I now possess is but a spark of Mythal, shadowed memories through which to sift for meaning. As to our admixture, I suspect you have questions.
So, there's the soul of an elven god inside you.
Mythal's last host was my mother, Flemeth.
Oh.
When I learned she intended me to become the next receptacle of an ancient god's soul, I feared naught would be left of my own. It inevitably came to pass on a deep night. I was awakened by the presence of a blaze of magic in the shape of a woman who both was and was not my mother.
This isn't the strangest thing I've heard, but it's close.
'Tis difficult to describe, even now. Mathal's memories were both gift and burden, this blazing woman told me, but I must accept them of my own accord. The decision was paralyzing. In the end, 'twas something in my mother's voice which guided me.
What was that?
Regret. Not the regret of a god, but of a mother who knew she would never see me again. And so, my mind remains my own.
You would have met Solus in the Inquisition, right?
I did indeed. 'Twas before I possessed Mathal's memories. At the time, I thought Solus a scowling elven apostate whose sole passion was finding arguments. He heard me, in all my ignorance, expound on the histories of the elven people.
Bet he loved that.
'Tis not a memory that brings me pride.
Do you have information we can use against Gillenane or Elgar'nan?
The last time Mathal faced Elgar'nan and Gillenane, she was struck down by the very dagger you now carry.
What about Solus?
You may recall he murdered Mathal's former host to claim her godly might as his own. I hoard no untapped magical secrets, Rook, but
All right. How can you carry Mathal's soul if you're not an elf?
her spark has sheltered within both elves and humans who were sympathetic to her in thought and circumstance. Mathal's last host was a woman wronged, trapped by those sworn to love her.
You didn't come out here just to tell me you're Mathal.
I am not Mathal in her entirety, but yes. And now, after finding his memories, you have peered into his deepest sorrows. Tell me then, what do you make of Solus?
Well, Solus killed the Titans, destroyed the ancient elves, and wants to ruin this world to bring back his old one. But he'll always make sure you hear just how sad he is about all the murder.
If that is how you see him, perhaps the Dread Wolf's words have not served as well as he might wish.
I'll say.
'Tis not malice which made Solus your opponent, but conviction, a belief that only he may halt what he set in motion. Yet Solus was once beloved of Mathal. 'Tis his very loyalty and love for his people that led to the tragedy we now face. You may be in a position to determine how it ends.
If that's what it takes.
Such determination. Have you not even a tremor of doubt?
Wouldn't do me any good.
If you would shape the outcome of your battle, I've one last secret to share. When Mathal was struck down by the other gods, it was with her own lyrium dagger. Solus recovered it from Elgar'nan. This fragment, a younger sister to the one I carry, if you will, resides here, in the crossroads. I can open the way for you. Fight.
Another fragment of Mathal?
You are aware of what the word fragment means, are you? The first elves were spirits, as you were. Among the ancient elves who became known as gods,
You make it sound like this piece of Mathal is going to attack me.
you know Solus and have seen Elgar'nan and memories of Mathal. The fragment of Mathal that resides in me lived among mortals for thousands of years. This younger sister has not. She is unlikely to listen to polite requests and...
If she's just going to attack us, why tell us about her at all?
A fragment of a god's essence is a powerful thing. or against the Dreadwolf himself.
Thank you for the information, Morgan.
I only ask that you reflect upon what I have said. The Dreadwolf is not so apart from the world as he thinks.
A god's fragment, sharper than the whole. Prevail, or be sundered completely.
We're getting close to where Morgan said that other fragment of Mythal was. That has to be her.
How should we do this, Rook? Do you think she'll talk to us?
You are Rook. I have seen you and your companions. I never thought to see children of the Titans scurrying about in the Dreadwolf's crossroads. And you know who I am.
Mythal.
The part of me that survived betrayal by the rest of the Evanuris, if this can be called surviving. Solus. He drew me from the dagger that struck me down, but what is left of me can only survive here. I cannot return to the world, and even the true Fade is denied me. Or have you come to avenge the Titans from whom you were born? Or did you come to ask me to give up what remains of myself to help you defeat the monsters Elganan and Gillenane have become?
I came here to ask for your help. The gods have endangered the world and—
You dare explain to me what they are doing? You are 1,000 years from knowing the proper words.
We saw Solus's memories, his regrets.
You saw the recollection he cultivated like a tree, twisting to catch the sun. You wish for my help? Convince me. Make your case, and I will yield my essence willing. Fail, and I shall kill you for wasting my time, or you will kill me and obtain my essence in doing so. It has been centuries since a petitioner stood before me.
You can't want Elgarnon and Gillenane to rule the world. Not after what they did to you.
I ruled alongside them for centuries. I bear them no love now, and they were ever flawed, as all rulers are. Yet the world needs rulers. So set the blight aside and tell me why I should help you topple them.
What they did to you was wrong.
And you care so deeply for the injustice done to me thousands of years ago.
You deserve justice. And they deserve to be punished for misusing their power and killing you when you tried to check them.
Not bad, but not enough. Let us speak of something else.
Solus is helping me.
Solus is using you. Besides, why should I esteem the Dreadwolf's approbation? He rebelled against me.
But the two of you stayed close.
Until he killed the tattered fragment of me who hid inside the human swamp witch and wept. He keeps me here, yet has not visited since waking from his slumber. Tell me this. What should I have done when Solus turned against me after all we had been to one another?
Maybe you should have listened when he warned you about staying on as rulers after the war.
Are you saying I was wrong?
You asked me what you should have done. I can't prove my worth by lying to you. Solus didn't want to manifest a physical body or destroy the Titans. He did things he hated because he cared about you. Supporting you and Elgarnon becoming rulers was the one line he wouldn't cross. If someone who followed you everywhere refused to follow you there, what does that say?
If you wish to prove your worth, you must do better than that.
If I don't stop the gods, the whole world will be corrupted by the Blight.
That is why you must succeed, so tell me why I must help you.
We know the truth about the Blight.
And?
Stopping the Blight mattered enough for you to talk with Solus even after he rebelled against you. It mattered enough for you to stand against the other gods.
And I was struck down for doing so, but
you made the difficult choice to protect your home.
Your arguments are compelling. I find you worthy, Rook. I have spent thousands of years watching. I shall miss that. But if what I am can protect the innocent and smite the guilty, this is what remains of me. I give it to you freely. Use it to protect this world with kindness when possible and cunning when necessary.
I will. Thank you.
I offer one further boon. I cannot enter the physical world or the pure Fade, but in this place, I still carry some power. Evil has intruded here. The Blight, seeded by Elganon and Gillenane. Find it, and when you meet your greatest challenge, I will fly one last time.
The essence of a god. Like a piece of the sun. I've never felt something so alive.
I don't want to ruin the moment, but what do we do with it?
A god knows her moment. At least, her essence does. We did it. We got Mythal's essence.
And we didn't even have to fight her for it.
Not sure what we do with it just yet, but if Morgan's telling the truth, it'll come in handy at some point. A bedroll? It's definitely seen better days. And it's damp. Sleeping mostly gone, more half-eaten stale bread, a water flask, muddy socks, and this map. Midrathis targets? That doesn't sound good. This all sounds like trouble. Dorian will want to know. Lenos intends to destroy the city with Blight and Darkspawn.
Carthus. Nothing like an attack to cause chaos in a city. You should head there immediately.
All right, let's go.
Eyes open.
I call that a win.
Well, Rook, that goes to you. Company, get ready.
I'm there.
About to have a problem.
Something tore through these gates. Something big. Watch out! I bet this Darkspawn was what tore through the gates.
Got him good, Rook.
More blight in the way. That did it.
More? We don't need more Darkspawn. Here we go.
Everything's crumbling down here. Might be tricky to get out.
At least a dozen people have been lost trying to map this place. But I'd mention that.
We need to find the other boil. Find the blight boils. We need to clear the way and keep pushing. We got it. Way should be clear.
Shadow dragons? How did you find this place? Venatori, hooray! Do you think you've won? Do you think you can stop the Venatori? Or the risen gods?
I won't give up the city to them. Or to you.
Finish
That's
it!
one less corrupt Templar than Rathis.
Can't say he'll be missed.
Let's look around. See what we find. These star charts predict an eclipse to make magic stronger. The Risen Gods ritual. That's what the gods in the Venatori are preparing for.
A ritual strengthened by an eclipse. That's what the gods are planning.
Lenos's documents. They detail the Venatori's long-term plans and what they want to do to Tevinter. All this, the ritual, the eclipse, and the Venatori plans. We have to bring this to the Shadow Dragons immediately.
Let's head back to the Shadow Dragons.
Evil old gods, rituals, waiting for the stars. Learning about the gods' plans is wonderful, of course. But the lists of magisters you got your hands on.
You've looked at it already.
Information on their backers, the ties to illegal slavery. Don't you see what this means? This is power, May. Imagine becoming Archon and using this against those who've been hurting the people for years.
You, on the throne? Dorian.
Tell me that wouldn't be a splendid way to bring about real change.
Sounds like someone's got a plan.
Goodness, you make me sound absolutely nefarious. I love it. But yes, if the Venatori can scheme, so can we.
But how would you use this information exactly?
Dorian wants to use it to crush our enemies. I say we make the information known.
We tried that already. Or have you forgotten the Lucerni? No. We must get at the root of the problem before they can react.
Swords and spies and blackmail? If we go outside the system, we invite everyone else to do the same.
We're shadow dragons. It's right there in the name.
The point was to work in the shadows until we could work in the light.
May, the Imperium's politics burned you once, and you still...
Enough. We're not the only ones who have a stake in this. Rook, you have been instrumental in all this. Which strategy do you prefer?
You want me to choose who will be Archon? But I'm not even from here. I can't decide.
Then talk to the ones who are. Asher and Tarquin, Nev, Gallus.
All right.
Grand news about Lenos.
The city will be better off with him gone.
We can hope.
Lenos made my life miserable. Ron.
I hear he started out different, but I didn't know that, Lenos. Still, I'll thank the bastard for writing everything down.
Dorian and Maevaris still have...
Any course of action is better than sitting around.
I suspect this decision will determine Tevinter's path.
Then Dorian's way is my choice. He knows you don't stop to talk when you find a hole in the enemy's defenses.
Dorian is a brash rebel.
And Maevaris too much of a romantic.
I think the people will appreciate Maevaris' return.
No. They'll...
And whoever leads will have the Shadow Dragon's support, right?
Count on it.
We'll keep fighting. For Dorian.
What else is there to do in this town, anyway?
So, what do you think?
Lenos is gone. We got information about the Venatori's plan. I'd call that a good day.
I meant about Maevaris and Dorian.
Oh, that. You're dragging me into it?
You're the famed detective. What's the right call?
This isn't a murder.
Politics is murder.
Maevaris Talani has been in this game for decades. Dorian Parvis is a wild card. But if you're asking me, I'd go with Maevaris. She'll inspire people. Right now, after the god...
Thanks, Nev.
That's what I'm here for.
Maker. A full quarter of the Magisterium supporting a cult. Can they not see they're only tools for the gods?
Demanding intelligence, rationality, and self-awareness from our peers.
Look at me. What do you think?
What happens after it's decided who...
Well, Lenos is gone. It's a perfect opportunity.
All plans contingent on...
Maevaris should lead.
I will not squander the opportunity. That is my promise to you all.
And May will have my full support, of course. For when enemies get in our way.
They will. It is Tevinter, after all.
The risen gods are still causing chaos.
Oh, they will fight. We will win the day, and after that, we will win a brighter Tevinter.
Have you heard about this shadow dragon?
Siege of Sokovia, back on stage. Where's the seer?
Those missing buskers performed here. Let's see what we can find.